Welcome back to the Mr. Vegas Nordic Darts Masters, coming to you live from the Forum in the great city of Copenhagen. Time to meet the players. Lithuania's #1 and a World Championship quarterfinalist. Time to meet Lucky D, Darius, Labanauskas. The World Grand Prix, the Masters, the Premier League, ladies and gentlemen, a World Series Finals winner. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet a two-time World Cup champion. Here's Jonny Clayton.
Jonny Clayton, the last big name in action tonight here at the Nordic Darts Masters in Copenhagen. Well, Lucky D, Darius Labanauskas scores the one big upset of the night. These two have met 5 times previously, and Lucky D has got the better head-to-head record. The 48-year-old from Lithuania, ranked 97, has reached the last 16 on 3 occasions. Yet to win on the big stage. Will today be the day? Does know, though, in a World Cup match back in 2021 that he did beat Jonny Clayton in a singles match by 4 legs to 2, but that was a few years ago now, and Jonny's a man who's returned to form. Winner on the European Tour in the Netherlands recently, 2-time World Cup winner, and a winner of the New South Wales Darts Masters Championship back in 2022. He's been off the World Series of Darts stage for a couple of years now, but he's back, and he's back looking for another tournament win. And Mark Webster, Jonny Clayton is a man in form at the moment.
Yeah, he is, and it's a good advert for the door is never closed in terms of getting yourself back on the World Series or getting into invitation events. You produce the form, you will get selected, and Jonny Clayton, with that Euro Tour win and a Pro Tour win this year, has put himself well and truly back in the fold. And the Euro Tour win came after some early exits on the last, well, the 3 previous building up to that. But for Jonny to dig in and find victory, quickly backed it up with a semi-final. Will be brewing with confidence on that stage tonight against Darius.
Yeah, he will indeed. And
100.
we're looking forward to the World Cup next week. Darius Labanauskas also will be at the World Cup. Lithuanian.
100.
I think he's a well-liked member in the darting world. Lucky D.
81.
He's got his hands full here. We haven't had any shocks so far tonight. I have to say this would be a pretty big one if Darius was to get over the top of Clayton.
Yeah, it would be. Darius, one of 2 non-tour card holders in the field. Yeah, the Andres Harrison, who caused Rob Cross some problems. You'd expect Jonny to have too much here.
Yeah, we would say about Darius, 3-time winner on the Challenge Tour already this year. He's a multiple winner on the Nordic and Baltic Tour, so he knows how to win. Should the chance offer itself here? Well, he's not going to get a look at the 161. So it'll be 80 for Clayton for an opening leg.
I like the attitude of Darius Labanauskas. Since he's lost his tour card, he's kept playing. Some players, it can be deflating, you take a step back. He's kept playing at some sort of level. Look at Jonny, looking at tops
60.
there.
Darius, you've acquired.
Yeah, he's stuck to the plan, Darius, and believes he can get himself back on the main tour.
Gets the treble. That now gives him a shot at double 16 for a breaker throw early on.
88.
He'd be disappointed with that effort.
Jonny, you've acquired 20.
Looks to be plenty of room, and it is. Comfortable hold the throw for Jonny.
Jonny Clayton.
In our final match of the evening, winner to face Stephen Bunting in tomorrow's quarterfinals.
Well, what we do know, that without any shocks tonight, we've got a star-studded lineup tomorrow night for you. Quarterfinals, semi-final and final all here at the Forum. We'll be packed out again. Clayton for the 8th and final name in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, there's always that element of nerves going up on a stage anyway, but when
42.
all the other 7 have won, for Jonny, he doesn't want to be the only one, does he? Last game on, he made a solid, if not spectacular, start here.
60.
Labanauskas on throw then. Going to level up the match early on here.
59.
The quarterfinals confirmed tomorrow. Nathan Aspinall will take on Christobi Rob Cross. Luke Humphreys takes on Gervin Price, and as already mentioned, Bunting awaits the winner of this one.
You make a great point about Labanauskas. We mentioned it early on about Mados Razma, the fact that they're not based in the darting hotspots, if you like. There's a lot more travelling to do, and fair play to Labanauskas, as you said, it'd be easy to chuck aside the opportunity to play on the Challenge Tour, but he's kept turning up, he's kept winning. This is a great camera angle for this shot. Can he get one in the red bit at the top? Lucky D, nothing lucky about that. That was all quality from Labanauskas.
Yeah, the perfect view as well. Levels up this match, Darius Labanauskas, and Jonny
60.
will be all too aware of the threats of Darius. He's lost on a big stage to him before in a World Cup rubber. So he needs to stay focused here.
41.
Does Jonny?
Yeah, if he's not at it, he knows that Darius will be right on his tail.
100.
Is it again? The Lithuanian.
120. That just clipped the top flight, didn't it? But it gives Jonny a tiny bit of breathing space here. It's a bright start from both players here. They've waited a long time to take to that stage this evening.
100.
It is early in the game, granted, but both averaging in the high 90s.
Yeah, I certainly think that opening 4 or 5 legs we saw from Gerwyn Price earlier on has probably been the standout bit of play tonight, hasn't it? He's averaging way over 100 for a large part of his game.
Yeah, the last sort of 6 starts of Luke Humphries' match as well kind of stand out. The 180 with the 125. There's been some nervy displays, Mark, hasn't there? Yes, all the players have made it, the PDC players have made their way through so far. They made heavy weather at times.
59.
Labanauskas is getting a look here, and he might get 2 goals at this. This for an early break. It's not going to go. Can he leave it handy? I'd love to crowbar one in the middle of those two.
60.
But this is not a gimme by any stretch of the imagination.
There's Jonny going here. Gets to treble 14, just double checking it's in. He can't find the tops at the end of a turn-plus combination like Darius did in the previous leg. Chance for the break here now.
Yeah. Doesn't have to get a treble, but needed a big single. And well, this is loose from Darius. He'll be really disappointed with that visit.
Yeah, that was a mess, wasn't it? And just threw the last start in kind of frustration and tidies it up. Jonny to lead again. That's wild, but it was double 10 that he won the first lead. He can't pin it there. It's slack this from Jonny.
It is, and that last start treble 16 means that Darius has got 3 here at double 12. And he just slide one off the barrel. Oh wow, he's got closer. But they do help his 3rd dart into the target. We have our first breaker throw, and it goes the way of Darius Labanauskas, and Jonny Clayton punished for some wasted darts on the outer ring there.
4th leg at Darius the 1st. Game on.
That's where the damage was done. Leg 3. 4 darts missed for that leg for Jonny. Finds himself chasing here.
97.
And Labanauskas has become only the 3rd Nordic and Baltic qualifier to win a match in this tournament. The others was Madas Rasmus against Nathan Aspel back in 2021. And last year, Johan Engström is Peter Wright. But Jonny finding the perfect response here. He doesn't want to join that list.
No, he doesn't. And Stephen Bunting went 6 darts deep in a perfect leg attempt. Can Jonny match him here? No, he can't. Remarkable stat, isn't it? We've only had 2 9-dart legs in, was it 58 World Series of Darts events?
It is incredible, and the standard of play these days, and well, even when the World Series started, it's you see them on Pro Tours, Euro Tours, they're rocking up all the time at the minute. I'm sure that figure will change.
91.
May change this weekend.
May do. This has been a good response though from the Ferret. And he's in again. Oh, this is magnificent from Jonny.
135.
Dusted himself down really well here, Jonny. But he'll know the problems in that previous leg was the doubles at the end, so he won't be taking this 46 for granted.
Jonny required 46.
This to break straight back.
Double 16.
Games on the 4th leg.
Efficient, very, very efficient. An 11-dart leg. By far the best of the match so far from Clayton. Yeah,
important to break straight back there, Jonny. We saw it earlier on. Andres Harrison getting a break and not following up with a hold, never managing to sort of pull away from Rob Cross, and in the end it was to his detriment, Rob coming through. Jonny just looking to stay in touch.
60. 60.
Clayton just couldn't find the red bit. Two treble visit here from Darius would give him a slight advantage.
97.
Keeps him in touch, keeps him in striking distance. Well, there's a real
41.
chance for Labanauskas now.
Yeah, this will be a third break in a row if he can engineer an opportunity here. Got you feel to hit a treble. Not that one, Darius.
Very much like for like here, aren't they? 2 apiece, 1 point in the score. Look at that down.
60.
And tries to force the last one through, but a nervy exchange at the minute from both players.
Another one of those.
96. Jonny require 140.
Just to nudge back in front. Just not quite happening, is it, at the moment?
82.
No, he'll be disappointed
Darius,
because the first dart just landed nice and flat to stack on top. Completely lost the lie, Jonny. Is there another ton plus finishing coming? We've seen a 120 for Darius. Is the 105 about to join it? Not
73.
quite.
Jonny
Wasn't a bad effort.
58.
Clayton. He's got 2 clean darts at tops. Oh, that was short of the target. And that
48.
was wild. And Clayton is getting more frustrated by the throw here. Oh, did he? Has he just done a Colin Lloyd?
52.
Well, it was a toned down Colin Lloyd, wasn't it? Is he going to get another opportunity? Well, what a let-off here for Jonny.
Jonny, you require 10.
That was the dart.
Yeah, I mean, what was that? It's getting messy, this leg. More misses from Jonny.
Darius, you require 52. Game from the 5th leg.
No emotion from Darius,
Labanauskas.
but Jonny Clayton
Sixth
is
leg,
not
Darius
happy
to
at
first.
all.
Game on.
We were praising him, Mark, weren't we, when he broke back in 11 darts. You thought, right, he's going to kick in here, Jonny. But the doubles have been shocking from Clayton.
174.
2 from 12, Jonny Clayton on the outer ring.
96.
Well, Jonny Clayton missed multiple darts in legs 3 and 5. This could be an entirely different scoreline to the one that we're looking at now. And there goes the Jonny Clayton point because he's hit the max.
But still, Labanauskas, and as I say that, he fires down to 7. He's in a favourable position in the leg, but he's undoing that work here now.
83.
Needed that last treble.
We've not seen tonight one of the challenges, if you like, to the big stars really
Darius,
open up the cushion
148.
which they can kick on from. This is an opportunity. 6 darts from here.
Rasma grabbed himself a 2-leg lead early on against Luke Humphries, but in the blink of an eye, it was 5-2 down, wasn't it? And when you get that lead, you want it at the back end, where you can sort of pile some pressure on your opponent. Luke was still fairly relaxed at 2-0 down. Jonny's anything but relaxed here.
He'll be confident he'll be coming back here. Labanauskas, this is a tough finish. Shot still on. Didn't go tops. and doesn't get a shot.
59. Jonny require 44.
Jonny's been missing doubles. He doesn't on this occasion. He's recovered really well in that leg.
Jonny Clayton.
The 180 helped, and we are level again.
7th leg, Jonny the third first. Game on.
Good leg for Jonny.
Yeah, really good leg. There we go. There's a trademark point. And how many times have we said it? When the good players get pushed, they find ways into games.
You don't become the world number 5 if you can't dig yourself out of a tricky situation. Multiple major winner as well, Jonny Clayton. He'll found himself in positions in matches where things ain't going his way, but you've got to regroup, and he's doing that here.
Yeah, this is superb by way of a response.
'96.
Clayton looking to go back in front for the first time since the opening leg of the match.
131.
Great visit again. Well, he hit an 11 darter in leg 4. Is he going to hit one here in leg 7?
Potential for a 10 darter, but a 4.
95.
That'll be incoming.
Jonny required 50.
I'll be amazed. Jonny. Double 16. Pinned this in the previous leg, pins it again here.
On the 7th leg.
And back-to-back legs, leads 4-3.
Are you telling me with any degree of seriousness you expected Jonny Clayton there to walk up and whack in the bullseye?
You never know with Jonny.
8th leg, Darius to third first. Game on.
But credit to him. That was looking a bit desperate at 3-2 down. Labanauskas with that big visit to the start of the 6th leg. Looking to... We were just actually making the point that no one's found a sort of cushion at the business end of a leg, and it looked like Labanauskas going to find it, but a bit of class from Clayton.
Yeah, he's responded well, hasn't he? And look at this. He's scoring now, starting to edge up towards the mid-90s, and when you consider that he's missed, what, 11 darts at a double tonight, I think he'll take that.
58.
Jonny will head to the World Cup next week at Gerwin Price. Looking to win it for the 3rd time. The 3rd time. I've got mixed views on that.
100.
You don't have to go on when he wins the World Cup. Oh, Jonny. But that is a force next week. They'll be looking to challenge the 2 Lukes.
126.
First and foremost, he's got a job to do here first.
Yeah, he'd like to go there with a World Series of Darts title in his grasp. That may well be the case come tomorrow night, but he's still got 2 more legs to win here. But he is first to a finish again, this time on the Labanauskas throw.
Labanauskas won't go away. Don't overthink this too much.
105.
Not against that.
Jonny require 121.
2 darter if Jonny doesn't get rid of the 1-2-1, but this was his, when he was in his pomp of winning major after major, this was his trademark shot, and he almost took it out again.
Yeah, that would have been
Darius,
right on cue.
77.
This is huge now for Darius. Triple 19 right in the middle, leaves 2 10s. This for a level game. A nervy opening dart, but the adjustment is perfect. It is now the best of 3 for a place in the quarterfinals here in Copenhagen.
One game has gone all the way this evening. That was world number 1 Luke Humphries against Matters Rasma. Is this one heading the same way? It's been really competitive from both. They've both recovered from setbacks really well.
40.
Big advantage at the start of leg 9. See there, Jonny's average way in excess
59.
of Labanauskas, but you look at those missed darts, and he had a dart there to go 5-3 in front that he didn't put in the requisite target.
57.
Darius' scoring power has avoided him just at the wrong time. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant again from Clayton.
And that's an aspect of his game that's improved. We've joked about it in the past, but counting wasn't Jonny's strong point, but he knew where he was going there, he knew what he was doing.
60. Jonny, you acquire 170.
And the shot is on. He doesn't need to, but he's going to. Jonny Clayton! Take a bow, the big fish reeled in. And even Lucky D's impressed with that one, and why wouldn't you be? The big fish to move within one.
Game on.
Brilliant shot from Clayton. You summed it up, Mark. He didn't need to go for it, but he just wanted to fire the crowd and fire himself up at an important time in the match. Can he avoid last leg drama?
We'll be looking at this. He's had an 11 and 2 12s, and he's still scrabbling on.
123.
Good first start from Jonny. Oh, brilliant visit. He's desperate to avoid that deciding leg. And remarkably, his average is getting up towards the 100 mark now with all those missed doubles at the opening part of the match.
Look at that. A fraction under. It's those first 9. That's the difference in this game. And he's now potentially 4 or 5 darts away from victory. Great last start. So Labanauskas now is hitting and hoping here. Jonny Clayton 2 darts away.
Yeah, for Darius Labanauskas, he's just got to hit big and hope for errors. Needs another one. And it is a finish, but realistically you felt he needed another one. This for the match.
Another one of those. Tops for a 6-4 win.
40.
It's a big ask though for Labanauskas.
154.
He may start on treble 19s here. Well, he's got one. Well, he's got the second. What a shot this would be to send us all the way. And we are going all the way. Darius Labanauskas with a 154 checkout with Jonny Clayton waiting on tops for victory. And what a last couple of legs we've had. A 170 from Clayton, a 154 from Darius Labanauskas. It all comes down to a one-leg shootout.
And no big treble for Clayton. Well, that was quality. Labanauskas had a 120 earlier on, and the respect between the two continues. And now it's Labanauskas who all of a sudden
100.
has a slight advantage at the start of a deciding leg.
The trebles are drying up for Jonny.
60.
An absolute game-changing shot from Darius Labanauskas.
Not done yet, though. But that last start gives him breathing space again. Clayton must be wondering how on earth he's not won this game already.
60.
So many chances. And it's in the hands of the Lithuanian, looking to become only the 3rd Nordic and Baltic qualifier to win in this event.
137.
Well, he's down to a finish. And Jonny Clayton, is it too little, too late?
140.
Not done yet.
Darius, you
not
acquire
done.
164.
Jonny will be hoping that the layup isn't great. Well, he didn't take it out. Labanauskas found a really good leg here.
100.
And he's down to a 2 dart of 4 victory here in Copenhagen.
Brilliant, brilliant from Jonny Clayton. Darius Labanauskas on the verge of a little bit of history, but he knows Jonny Clayton is breathing right down the collar of his shirt here. 64 points away. Well, he's going to get 2 darts at tops to secure an improbable win. He's right on the wire, a width of a wire away. How
24.
did that dart not go
Jonny,
in?
you've acquired 20.
Clayton to sneak through needs 2 10s. Now 2 5s. Jonny Clayton wins what in the end proved to be an absolute cracker to round off day 1 here in Denmark. Darius Labanauskas was a width of a wire away twice from securing a famous victory. But it's Jonny Clayton who's through. He will take on Stephen Bunting tomorrow night.